beacons. It'll sit a little bit lower. Look at the difference. From the front, looks huge, doesn't it, with the machine behind it. John's off out now. Some of these boards had got damaged, whether it's taking bale spikes on and off or pallet forks. We do try and keep the pallet forks over there now. Or where the rodents have damaged it. So Andrew's just been going along repairing it. The idea was that was temporary shuttering, and then we were going to concrete it with like a removable...
Mower?
No, Rory did break the mower, but he hasn't now. Removable like concrete dumbbells so that we can lift it out, turn the fan on and blow it all through to clean out underneath. Anyway, Andrew's just patching it now while we're using this floor at this time of year. And then when we've finished all the drainage, we'll then probably shutter that and get it right. You know, James wants to see if the lawnmower's fixed, which it is, and cut the lawn. What did you say?
Why spoke Mower?
Well, Rory did break it, but he didn't really break it. The weld snapped, but it's all good now. And you can actually see the workshop floor for once as well. We have slowly been tidying up bits. But yeah, tyres are up. Check the engine oil, James. Don't know whether you can see. But there's a bracket under there, it snapped. No, you can't see, so it meant the deck was hanging off, making the belt fall off. But Rob superbly fixed it. Look at that. Sassy getting the toys on the garden. Don't put them back on. You okay, Clara? Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it there. There we go. Just started cutting and realised that the tube's not on the side, so it's just been blowing the stuff in.
What's that?
That's much better. It's working now, isn't it?
Yeah. What's that?
John's off out now, putting some more herbicide on the barley. A little bit of manganese. You see it's a bit patchy in places, the spring barley, but there's just no moisture. So only the hard, the hard ground that can hold its moisture also lost it while we were preparing seed beds in it. Got the John Deere mower. This office lawn wants doing, but it's too big for the little one, so I'll flatten it with this, let it wilt a bit, and then we'll hoover it up in the next day or so. I'll do it before and after. Looks a bit better, but needs a bit of a trim and then a hoover up. Andrew's off to do a little bit of flailing on a paddock. It's getting a bit weedy. One that's too small to do anything with, really. Too small to spray and too small to bother putting sheep on or anything. Just pull it. So there was a slight mix up with the burr ordering and we ended up with 2. I think the bench one's better. Office lawn's done as well now. It's so dusty because it's so dry. Right, we were here last week. Look at this, last Sunday. Still in full flower, which is good because in some years we've had a late frost and it stopped flowering. If you look, you're going to walk in, James, for scale. Stand in there. I mean, this is a short variety, but it's still taller than him. If you look, this is where it started podding early. So you've got seeds starting to form there now. Focuses all the way to the top, still flowering at the top. Got other branches on that, just that one plant. Still small pods starting to form. Still new flowers not even out yet on the top. So pretty hopeful they might have a decent yield off this field this year. It's hopefully got deep roots as well, so even though it's very dry, the flowers are obviously loving this sunshine, and the bees as well, pollinating it all. So we'll see what it looks like next week, eh? How to make a big bucket look even bigger. Put it on the smallest Merlot. Looks huge, doesn't it, with the machine behind it? We got a branch in the bucket. Just driven down a track with it, that'll be why. Hope you're not catching mice under there, because that means there's a mouse on the mower. Now, is this mower going to fit through that gate? I think it does. Easy. Oh, coughing now with all the dust. Alright. I'm just going to mow under them trees a little bit. It's a bit brambly. That's a bit better. Have you got the still so you can polish the GPS aerial? Because it may have caught the BBC's car park. When I went to Media City yesterday, I went in that because it's nippy for getting around tight car parks. And there was a bar hanging down on a chain, and it caught the GPS aerial because someone must have knocked it off in the past, and they put it back on with cable ties, but it hangs a bit lower. And as I drove in, it went boink on the GPS aerial. You can see a little mark on the top of plastic off it. So he's going to wash it off and clean it all, and I think he's going to clean my car because he likes cleaning things up. Anyway, put the mower away, and then I'm going to go and have a look at the 3 different VALTRAs. Well, there's 3 of them here because one of them is disappearing. Go on, James. How many tractors are there? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. It's like Terry's chocolate oranges, aren't they?
Yeah.
So let's look at the difference. From the front, other than the size, there's not a massive amount. Apart from, annoyingly, this hydraulic top link has this bracket bolted on like that. And on this one, there's nowhere to bolt it on. But it is nice having a hydraulic top link on the front, working off these front buttons. So when you put the likes of that flail mower on, it sits forwards. If you put it on the back of the tractor, it sits the other way. So, do you want to sit in it while I'm filming? Watch out. There we go. Yeah, slightly annoying. And the bracketry is also different to fit on the front of this one. Because again, there's nothing to put them 2 bolt holes for this arm to support. And there's nothing really at all to bolt to, which is slightly annoying. Unless you drilled it and tapped it, maybe. Daddy, what? Why's that door not opening properly?
What?
That's it.
What?
So this one has a gearbox, not a vario. Just keep clicking it forwards like that. That changes the gear. Put the loader on that little stick there. And then you've got 3 manual spool valves. Now we say manual because you physically pull them with your hands rather than it being a switch, which you still have to do yourself. But you can't program them to turn on and off in sequences because they are actually levers. Do you want to sit on the seat?
No.
There we go. Pick him up like a kid. You play on that, my lad. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Stay in this little playpen. Let's have a look from this end. Aviation update, EasyJet going out. So, not a lot of difference from the noses of them. All got that distinct VALTRA styling with the lots of mesh on the front, curling right up the bonnet. All got that little black nib as well on the bonnets. Little shark fin black nib. Cab, all the cabs are identical apart from the controls inside them. Both got these side wipers. This is obviously a slightly shorter wheelbase, with only being a 4-cylinder engine to the 2 6-cylinders next to it. Back end wise, these two are probably quite similar. This is an N series and that's a T. So other than internals inside the transmission, they are very, very similar. I mean, you can see by the spool bank arrangement on this one there, and the air brakes sort of there. It's exactly the same really as that one. But what you'll probably see is this has got a bank of solenoids all down this side to activate the spools, whereas this should have cables going in to activate them. So here they are, 3 cables going in, so there's no electronics on the back of them. Hitch is the same. I always have quite a tall hitch on a VALTRA, which is good for the likes of bailing. That's on slightly smaller wheels as well. They're 38-inch 650 tyres, whereas they're 710 42-inch rims. Backlights all the same. Beacons will sit a little bit lower. And then this one really is different because this is basically the back end of a Fendt Series 900 tractor and transmission out of one, coupled to they call it Agco Power, but it's basically a VALTRA engine, which is obviously standard being a VALTRA. So this engine's similar to what's in our 728, coupled to a transmission that's sort of at the generation before Fendt, because our 728s have what they call a twin transmission. One transmission drives the front wheels and one drives the back. That's what gives that incredible lock on it. But on this, it's basically a Fendt 900 tractor with a VALTRA engine and a VALTRA cab. So, well-proven technology. Whereas this is VALTRA's own transmission, similar to that, but with a Vario within it. So it changes ranges, but it can change its speed, constantly variable. So you then get this joystick to control it, and then what you could power your loader is the other side. So can you see the armrest in this one compared to that one, if James's head's not in the way, is a bit different. This obviously has a screen then that you can control the spool valves with, and it's obviously got the GPS in it as well. Same A-pillar, but you don't need all that stuff on that one to program the spools because it's done separately. If you're going to duck his head down so you can see the armrest at the same time, he's not, is it? Typical. But yeah, that screen will be the same. Seat's pretty similar. That's got the whiter interior, so it's a bit lighter inside than this with the black interior, and this has got the fridge, whereas the other one, it's got a cubby hole. Dark cloth as well in that, whereas that's a lighter cloth. And this one is that one's getting traded in to replace this. How many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get in. What was that one? 1, 2, 3, 4 to get in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 again to this one. I'll just quickly show you this, what I meant with the fridge actually before I get in that one. So yeah, there's no fridge in this, just that cubby hole. And then if you just lie back a second, James. Yeah, see there's no screen there. You've just got the controls on there. Wait there a second. Oh, do you want me to fold the steering wheel down? Go on, you press the pedal there. Go on, pull it. There you go. That is something that annoys me about John Deere's. You have to reach your hand through the spokes of the steering wheel to adjust it. So it's a two-handed job, whereas that's just one hand and a foot. Yeah, this one again, darker interior, makes it quite dark inside, I think. Similar joystick, but obviously it's controlling a full Vario gearbox. Very, very similar inside to that one. Pretty much identical, to be honest. I think if you were sat in the two, you wouldn't really be able to tell them apart from going down the road, because there'd be no range changes. It's got the heated and cooled seat with the headrest that does that. I'm not really a fan of them. I always feel like they're too high and get in the way of your shoulders when you're turning around, even though it can slide to one side. Whereas that one's got the same in, but it's leather, I think. Yeah. It's leather passenger seat as well in that one. This one's got what's in the 728s in, with the headrest that folds down into the back of the seat. But yeah, see how the cabin's lighter. So that is, you're getting out. Just lift him down. That is the differences between these 3 ranges of VALTRAs. That's 200 horsepower. That's about 250, 60, I think it boosts to, That's 300 horsepower. And working in a field across a hedge, I don't think you'd ever tell the difference in sizes. But they're quite rare in Orange, so it was worth doing a video, being as how we had 3 of them all in the same place. There we go. He's a good lad. Looks mint. Cherry red. Clara and Liam are going to read out the birthdays. I better do it. Isabel Warren, happy birthday. Not sure how old you are. Derry Evans is 63. That's who made the owl box. Andy Hutchinson, happy birthday. And Phoebe Wright is 7 days old. Happy birthday to you. We've had 7,900 donations so far for the birthday bumper, which equates to £90,325. So thank you everyone for watching. And I've just realised when Ian did that the other day, I think he's written it on in Welsh or something, maybe, I don't know what language is that, but happy birthday everyone on today's birthday bumper. Couldn't do it on the sprayer because John's still out on it. One other thing to notice is they are hydraulic front suspension. That is, small child looking now, that is front suspension, and this is again hydraulic front suspension, and that was a Fendt axle when it came out the N series originally. Clara and Liam have come to have a look now because James has already had a look. The yard being quiet today because there's only really Andrew in, and John's already out on the sprayer having the tour. Anyway, that is all for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow when we'll get some more farming done.